This is Inner Life 101 again with another video on Nature Boy. Nature Boy is a African American cult leader who collects people and takes them off into, right now he's in Panama, and he's very abusive. He's very manipulative. He has collected information, mostly from Google, obviously. He has not uh, claimed otherwise. And we just found out that he has a history of religion. So he grew up going to churches and everything, and trying to live that kind of life. But he was a problem child when he was adopted as a child. So now he's out getting his family fulfillment by creating his own family out of strangers. He claims he's here to build a nation, which is his kingdom. First he says nation, now it's a kingdom, and a kingdom of African American people. And this kingdom is supposed to replace Babylon. Babylon is basically, what they've been pointing out is America. And he says that America is going to fall, and he is the king of the new world that is going to replace America. So what he don't seem to realize that we've had this before. We had where they sold us the Jesus story, and for over 2,000 years they have been telling us that Jesus was coming back. And so my feeling is that this is where he's getting this kind of thing from. You can see that he's not a dumb man, but there are mental illnesses like that. There are people who seem to be very, very intelligent, and they are not well mentally. So, anyways, let's hear his new, I guess, his sermon. I guess he's trying to tell us something here. So let's see what he has to tell us.
Would be your most purest form of what you are, which would be the Father. 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 But the European gave it to us in a bastardized version. So we got a misconception, and we're stuck in this misinformation, thinking that God, God is a he or a him, or the Most High him. All praise is due to the Most High he, not understanding that the Father is the Father. The Father, not the Father. And so the European took the concept of sun worship and acknowledging ourselves as the Most High, being the sun, being the source of all life. We're talking about our Most High self. Our Most High self and our glory and our complete self is love, is light. We switched it up. That is the problem. So you can send this to all the schools of thoughts that always say the Most High, because they don't know what they're talking about and they're confused.
Okay, the problem is that Eligio Bishop, or Grand Master Chief. Anyways, this channel is about debunking teachings, and it was inspired by Nature Boy, this young man on the screen. It was inspired by his teachings. So therefore, most of the videos on this channel is of Nature Boy at this point. And the thing is that he doesn't realize that he is not always thinking very well. And he thinks he's the smartest. Some people say he's even admitted himself that he's a narcissist. And so therefore he has these delusions of grandeur. And if he ever see this video, he's going to be very angry, but he needs to understand that this is the truth. He needs to understand that you have to let God's people go, okay? Because you're believing things that are not true, and you're taking people who are in the same state or worse than you are, and they're believing you. So here in this video, he's rewriting the Bible. He's trying to rewrite the Bible now. He's talking about the word father, Father, which is the male of the family. And he's changing the word to father, Farther, like he just said. You know, it's really very, very, how can I say, preschool, well, elementary school, for a so-called master teacher who has such great teachings. He don't realize that many other spiritual groups and everything has already discovered that they prefer not to say the Father. They have changed it to be Father, Mother, God. They've changed it to be Goddess. They've changed the name of God. And instead of saying He, they also have changed it to say it instead of giving it a gender, because we're looking at a spirit and giving it human attributes. So, anyways, this young man doesn't seem to understand that we already know that. And that's what I'm finding also, that he's limited in his perception of things. He's limited in his age bracket. So he can't seem to think further than his 36 years or 37 years. So, you know, when religion has been around for generations, so he can't go back in his mind and realize that there was a history before him, and people understood these things, you know. So, but for him to rewrite the word to say it was father, further, meaning something way out in the sky, Legio, you say yourself that God is within us, but you're outside pointing in the sky, talking about the sun. You're pointing at the sky, meaning that it's far off from us. You're putting God out where the Europeans have put it. You are putting God out where the Europeans put him. Oh, I said him again. It's a habit. It's a habit. And he's right. You know, why he haven't realized that we already came up with this conclusion. The Spirit of God is here everywhere. It's everywhere. And it's not in the sky, and it's not in the sun. And I mean, it is, but we've learned not to point to the sky anymore, because we know that the Spirit of God is everywhere, in every living thing that we see, hear, touch, smell, everything. So we are one. Okay, and he speaks of that, but yet somehow he don't understand that we already discovered that. So let's hear a little bit more, and I'll expound a little bit more after him.
And I hope to help them. I hope to help to clear the misunderstanding that the Father was the Father self, the higher self, Father, meaning the Father, That's when they took it off the walls. That's what they were talking about. When Haru was talking about the Father, not Jesus or Yahshua or anything in Egyptology. When Haru was talking about the Father, he was talking about the Father, the Son of Man.
It's just so sad. It's sickening and it's sad at the same time, because now we know that this man has been institutionalized for years, not just, on a 3-day hold or anything. He's been medicated. He's been diagnosed with a serious illness that we don't know what it is. Okay, and we knew that. We all knew that because we could tell from these kind of uh, speeches that he comes up with. And he wants to be more than he really is. So that's why he's out here wanting to preach and make a speech that he knows something that he doesn't. It's like he's saying that everyone before him did not know. Yeah, you can send it to the Hebrews because they're stuck in this Christianity. They're stuck in that. You can send it to all these other people that he said that are stuck in Christianity and still calling God him, because what they did with the Bible, they made God a man, because men want to control everything and they want to feel, it made them feel great. So it made them feel powerful. The thing is that you said he was talking about writing on the wall at the who rule and everything. But you cannot tell these people that they don't know the difference from their language and their words and what they meant. What they meant was father, as in the man. You cannot go and tell people they don't know the difference between father, and they don't know the difference between further. Okay? So this is the kick he's on this morning. And making it so infantile that it's not even funny. Um, it's hard to even take it seriously, really. But he's serious, so I'm addressing it.
With our Moorish brothers, the Hebrew Israelites, shared it with them. The Father, me. I and the Father are one. For my consciousness is the most high consciousness. Because I know that I am that and that is me. So therefore I am the Christ conscious, which is I am. And so when Jesus said, I and the Father, he was talking about I and the Son are one. So you are spewing misunderstanding in your understandings. The Most High. The reason why we say the Most High is a him, because we think of the Father as a man. And see, we miss the concept completely. I and my Father are one. I love myself. Peace to the gods.
To me, he just want to make movies. That's what it seems like. He just want to make movies. He think he's Jesus in some kind of movie here. But he's putting it on the internet and talking about spreading misinformation. It has just spread a huge, it's huge, but it's small at the same time. It's just so infantile that he thinks he's so intelligent that people who've written the Bible and back in, people in Kemet and Israel and Egypt and all of this, they don't know. They didn't know. They knew they were talking about a man. They knew they were talking about a man. That's why they said he. That's why it was a male oriented book. The book and the religion was made men the hierarchy. And so they knew that they were not talking about pointing out in the sky and talking about the sun. They brought it to themselves because they wanted to be the rulers of everything. And this young man, he don't understand that his own thought pattern is working against him. He don't understand that. It doesn't make sense, number one. And number two, it's so infantile to tell, you're going to tell people that they don't know the difference between the word father and further. So do me a favor, like and subscribe. Even though it doesn't make very much sense, that's not my work, that's his work. Anyway, we have to know who we're following. And that's why I'm doing these videos, because he doesn't know. He just doesn't know that he's limited. He's extremely limited. And he's telling himself that he's not. And in fact, he has somehow become the highest of high, to where that which he says is further away is there, telling him that he is the Messiah, he is the Christ, he is all of these things, to where he should be worshiped, his knowledge should be worshiped. He don't know the difference between knowledge and wisdom. And this, he don't understand that what he just did was showing us a demonstration of his wisdom. And this wisdom is seriously lacking. If you're followers and you just open-endedly believing this, then there's a problem with your thinking as well. So you need to check into that, and watch some of these videos so you can see that, and watch them all so that you can see that this man is not thinking very well. He is not the second coming. He is not the King of Kings. He is not who he says he is. Matter of fact, he's throwing everything together. He's Muslim. He's Christ. He's what else he's saying? He teaches science, there's biology, melanin, astrology, you know, he teaches grounding and what else? Just stuff that, quantum physics. Don't forget that. And this is something else that it really twists his mind around too. Really twists a lot of other people's minds around, because he wants to talk about, oh, I'm on this vibration, and you're just not on my vibration, and you're just not on my frequency because of this and that. Man, come down to earth. Bring your brain down to earth so that people can vibe with you. You're not healing people with these things, okay? Everything that I named has never been used to heal anyone. Never. It's been here on earth before this young man got here. And we have never ever seen astrology heal anyone from their mental illnesses and they so-called debilitations. We've never seen it. Never seen quantum physics heal anyone. We've never seen melanin or grounding or all of the sciences that he speaks about has never healed anyone from the issues that they have on this earth. And this is what people are concerned with. People are concerned with why their minds are messed up, why they can't associate with people like they want to, why they feel alone. And the only teaching that he has touched on that has some, he doesn't really put it out there in his sciences, but the only thing that he has found that tend to help people at least get a glimpse that they can get better, that is the teaching of know thyself. It goes by other names, but he understand it as being know thyself. And that's the only teaching that has healed anyone. That's the only teaching that is touching his people and making his people think that he has some kind of power. But the problem is, this man teaches the principles so the people can, they glimpse it, but he cannot be very powerful behind it other than just teaching the basics, because he doesn't live them himself. He doesn't live it himself. And that's evident in his behavior, evident in his speech, period. And even the fact that he's going out pointing at the sky, talking about farther and further, shows that he has not been doing the work. And I know that the work will heal whatever his issues is. And you know, the this guy that has had the issues that he has had throughout his life, is nowhere in the world you're going to heal all of that in 5 years of knowing this teaching, and 5 years deciding to go and take other people with you and teach them. Anyways, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my other videos. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and blessings.